Vardian, we are able to provide an additional free COVID-19 testing location for our community. Beginning on Tuesday, February 1st, the community will be able to get PCR testing right here at Metz Elementary School. The community is encouraged to make an online appointment, but no online appointment is required, so you can just walk up if you need to. We know that the best way still to protect ourselves against COVID is to get vaccinated, get both shots, get that booster shot, and always wear a mask when you're around others, especially now while we're in stage 5. We heard from our public health authority, Dr. Walks, this week that our hospitals are still full and our essential workers are tired. Our community is still struggling. We have had over 1,235 deaths in Travis County from COVID. So if you think you may be sick, it's really important for you to get tested. We need your help to beat COVID, and you can help your families and our community slow the spread and get back to normal by getting tested at this site here at Metz. Just want to say thanks again to our federal partners for this important assistance and really encourage the community to take advantage of this free PCR testing opportunity. I'm now going to pass it over to Congressman Lloyd Doggett.
Thank you, Judge, so much for your leadership on this site. It is good to bring some good news that federal reinforcements are on the way, and they'll be here at this site noon on Tuesday. After that, they'll be here 7 days a week, 9 to 9, every day. That means that members of our community will be able to get their free PCR test from here in Austin and across Central Texas. We're bringing outside help so that more people can get the test that they have waited for, so that they will not be spreading the disease. They can document their conditions. They can comply with requirements at various child care and school facilities. Appointments are encouraged, as the judge said, but anyone can walk in here at any time 9 to 9 and get tested. We're both bringing reinforcements here, and we are also trying to provide an opportunity for all Austinites to get free, convenient PCR tests. This is to protect the health of our neighbors, and it reflects the fact that people need to be able to get a test when they have time to get it. This site is for folks who wake up early to take care of their kids, for those who are working late on a restaurant shift, for those who balance 9 to 5s with responsibilities at home, for so many of our neighbors trying to make frayed work-family health ends meet right now. This 9 to 9 expanded hours will supplement the testing sites that have been available. They allow people to get tested when they're exposed, when they have that first sniffle, that first sign that they could have a problem, and they have time to go about it after a shift or before a gathering, catching asymptomatic and pre-symptomatic infections. I thank Judge Brown for the work that we've done together recently, and certainly to our HHS Regional Director, Seema Lejavardan. She has worked closely with us at a time when Travis County was omitted from the initial 6 urban areas that the governor requested sites at, and working with Mayor Adler, Judge Brown, Commissioner Gomez. Oh, okay. Thank you. So sweet. I appreciate what all of them have done. Our work is not finished just with this site. There is more work to be done in Congress. While the American Rescue Package that we approved last year facilitated the funding for this and other responses to COVID, there's about another $3 billion that we've approved in the House for things just like this, for genomic testing, for other ways to combat this pandemic. They're awaiting action in the Senate, and I hope we can get action on those aspects of Build Back Better in the very near future. But today, it's all good news to deal with a truly bad problem, and I think our cooperating together, city, county, and federal, is producing some results. And now our great mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
So I think the important takeaway this morning is that once again, the cavalry is coming over the hill. I want to thank the Congressman Doggett. I want to thank HHS. I want to thank the county, the commissioner, and the judge for their work, putting their shoulder to getting yet another testing station open in our city. I want to remind everybody the 2 stations that are currently available will continue to be available. This is now an additional and increases by another 50% the number of on-ground established stations, in addition to the ones that are moving around. These stations testing is free. Anyone can come up. No proof of citizenship or other documentation is required. You come, you can make an appointment. Note that the appointment making for this is different than the appointment making for the other 2. This station, which is being operated by independent contractor, you go to ineedacovid19test.com. ineedacovid19test.com, and you can register to come here, but you don't even need to register. You can just walk up. The results will be given back to you, but there's also an 800 number that you can call to be able to get the test results in case you don't have the computer access. We are doing everything we can to make this as easy as we possibly can. This station is open till 9 o'clock in the evening, later than the other stations. So people who work late, that still need an extra couple hours to come by, this is the station to come to. Anyone who has sniffles or thinks they might be getting COVID, they should get tested. It is a community that works together, doing everything we can, wearing masks when you're close to other people, wearing masks when you're inside almost regardless, getting the vaccination and getting boosted. Our community is working really well together. That's one of the reasons why the mortality rate here in Austin Travis County is half of the number that it is in the state. If the state had the same mortality rate we had, over 35,000 Texans would still be alive. That is a testament to a community that is working together, to government at different levels that are working together. But it ultimately comes down to the individual choices we make. If you feel like you might be getting sick, if you've been with somebody who you know got the virus, come and get tested. Now I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Gomez.
Well, thank you, everyone who's come together to make this possible. Mil gracias a todos los que estamos cooperando para hacer esta una realidad. Gracias al Congressman Doggett por trabajar bastante por nosotros para que podamos seguir vacunándonos y seguir tomando pruebas para ver si estamos infectados o no. Pero pueden venir aquí con cita o pueden nomás llegar y registrarse. No necesitan cita. Y los resultados serán entre 48 a 72 horas. Y es para la gente que trabaja temprano. Pueden venir desde las 9 de la mañana a las 9 de la tarde. Así que los que trabajan tarde también pueden venir hasta las 9 de la noche. Este es otro esfuerzo que hacemos todos, el condado y la ciudad, los federales y el estado, para mejorar las ocasiones que la gente aquí puede tomar para salvar su vida. No tenemos que dejar que el virus gane sobre nosotros. Nosotros podemos ganar. Bienvenidos todos y gracias a todos.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yeah.
Sorry if I might have missed it. Is this going to be 7 days a week or just Monday through
7 days a week, 9 to 9, so that anyone who's working late, can't get here during normal business hours that apply at the other centers, they can come in here, get free testing in the city of Austin as well as the surrounding area.
Yeah, I think the capacity here from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. starts on Tuesday at noon, and then it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. starting Wednesday. We can test up to 900 people per day, and it's a PCR test, which is the most accurate test available that I know of, and the results will come back in 48 to 72 hours.
No, I'm glad it's here in our neighborhood on the east side, because there have been some real disparities in the impact of this whole pandemic, and I appreciate the advocacy that's gone on from this community to see that we address those inequities, those disparities. But this is open to people throughout Austin and also through the surrounding area. There's not a county barrier. So some of my friends from Lockhart or Kyle or Round Rock, they may be coming in to get assistance here also. I believe the initial is it 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks initially, and it can be extended if the need exists. So the funding is federal funding. It's funding that we've approved this past year through the rescue plan, and I hope we can get more funding through Build Back Better eventually in the event we need it for more sites like this in the future, or for the genomic testing that will allow us to identify any new variants.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this is federal fund. This is funded by the feds. This isn't the ARPA money that the county's got. This is 100% a resource
It's
project.
directly. That's why we worked with the regional Health and Human Services director to get this money. But Judge Brown was the first one to lead the way, working with all of us, with the mayor and the commissioner, to bring this to my attention, and we worked together on it. Thank you all very much.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it.
Steve, that was like